reason this is giving me an existential crisis is, did they plan that? Hat picks. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hello friends, Steve Dangle here, and welcome to another edition of Steve's Hat Picks, where we look at the best from around the NHL over the past week. And next week, the playoffs begin. Now, of course, by the time next week's edition of Hat Picks rolls around, there will have been no playoff games yet, so there's one more Hat Picks in the regular season left. But I'm stressed! It's stressful! I'm excited! I'm scared and elated. And with that, let's take a look at the best from around the NHL over the past week. Now, we haven't really talked about it very much, but Brandon Hagel has had a slow start with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Another deadline acquisition of theirs, Nick Paul, he's thrown on some fancy moves, so he's been okay. But on this play, the Hagel to Paul connection. Watch.
As Hagel's going to skate this down, get to it first in front of Barkov. He's got Paul behind him. Paul has it between the legs and scores!
Coming down, he beats Barkov down the ice. But you see right there, he takes a peek. He says, Paul's coming, throws it in front, grabs it in his backhand. Between the legs!
Oh, mama.
Unbelievable! What a goal! You can see the Tampa Bay's bench to the reaction after he puts it between the legs, goes upstairs with it. What a shot! Nick Paul showing off the mitts.
That's disgusting. Are we gonna get demonetized again? Don't ask about the first one. Someone bit someone and it was a whole thing. Dude, we're all getting lost in Nick Paul doing the between the legs goal, which, beautiful. But how about that feed from Hagel? A goal worthy of the assist and an assist worthy of the goal. That's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, This one was added to the list before we knew about other events. Producer Drew specifically wrote it down as Shea Theodore, OT winner, keeps Vegas playoff hopes alive. Yeah, well, show it anyway.
And he's content to rotate to neutral ice.
You see, just strategic. You want to have puck possession. Nothing there. You don't like the look. Take it back. Gain some speed.
Shea Theodore into the zone, to the middle, to the net, and he scores! What a goal! Shea Theodore in overtime, and the Golden Knights with their biggest win of the season! Brought to you by Comprehensive Cancer Centers.
Hello, highlight reel. Highlight of the night. Shea Theodore, what a move. Outside, inside, and then another one to the backhand to beat Samsonov as he walks around the Capitals with the biggest goal of the year in overtime. A career high now, 14 on the season as he wins it for the Vegas Golden Knights.
Woo! And you know what? At the time, what a goal! And I should say, now, Vegas's playoff hopes are not dead yet. It's just going to be really, really, really tough to make it. But if they do make it, it will be in large part due to this goal. Shea Theodore gets the puck in overtime, cruises through the Washington Capitals, who are doing their best impression of traffic. All right, what do you think? Did he win? Well, yes, but no. What a goal from Shea Theodore. We'll see if it means anything in the end, but that's a hat pick. If it doesn't mean anything in the end, it might be because of another hat pick that might also be a dang it. The Vegas Golden Knights are playing the San Jose Sharks. Vegas needs to beat San Jose, which is great because it's going great. They're up 2 goals on San Jose with 2 minutes to go. It all starts with a goal from Nick Bonino.
St. Louis Friday to wrap up the regular year. There goes Reimer to the bench for San Jose. His team down 2. Stone couldn't tip it out. Bonino, a wrist shot, score! A long-range wrister from Nick Bonino, his second of the game, with 2:06 left.
The defenseman, here's the play, keeps it in, quick shot, and another deflection in front. Couple of bodies as Bonino lets this go. Not sure, just floated its way. It didn't touch anything as it makes its way past the blocker of Thompson, and with 2:06 remaining, the Sharks are within 1.
Shout out to that one Sharks fan in the stands doing an impression of the Chicago Bulls security guard from the 90s. Look at him, look at it. What am I gonna do? But remember, Vegas is up 2 goals, now just 1, but they gotta hold on. They gotta hold on for 2 minutes. Come on! Can they do it? Watch as the clock winds down.
Down the wall, Ferraro pressured by Eichel, Bordelot, for Burns, around to Myers, shot blocked by McNabb with 6 seconds. Puck loose into the corner, McNabb plays it from his knees, up, Burns gloves it, shot, deflected wide, second chance, score! The Sharks have tied it. Incredibly, Timo Meier beat the clock to tie the game at 4.
the goal as he shoots it. It goes off the back wall right out to Timo Meier on the other side. There's a shot. It gets deflected off the hand of Pietrangelo.
0.9 seconds left on the clock. It's a goal.
There's the shot. Deflection goes off the hand of Pietrangelo and off the back wall right to Meier as Timo Meier ties this game up.
The quietest buzzer beater in hockey history. Timo Meier, with under a second to go, ties the game, and Vegas, for the first time possibly ever, is silent. And then the Sharks go on to win this thing in the shootout. Check out the celebration afterward.
Here's Thomas Bordeleau in his 5th NHL game. The 20-year-old rookie coming in for San Jose, scores! The Sharks win it, and a heartbreaking shootout loss for the Golden Knights.
And every player is going blocker's side, so does that the little fake at the end and to the backhand by Bordeleau. And Thompson just missed with the stick. Well, there's not much to say. A devastating point lost for the Golden Knights.
I gotta say, I love it. I love it. And it's nothing against Vegas. We always talk about tanking, and people talk about, the integrity of the game and all that. Oh, these teams selling off players, and they're not even trying to win. Yeah, but you could have fooled the players. Look how much the San Jose Sharks are relishing in their role as spoilers, banging on the glass, laughing at fans, which is kind of dry, but at least they have the competitive spirit. These games still count. No playoff spot is given, and that's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, hey, who wants to see a former Leaf dance the Leafs? Oh, okay, good. Here's Mason Marchment.
One thing Charles does have is an opinion, and he's a hockey lover, though, for sure.
Here's Marchment dashing in. Great poke check. Rebound scores. Barkov gets scored on the board.
With the poke check, here's the play of the boards that Tavares has hauled down low. So now when the turnover happens, you're chasing from behind. Marchment does a good job of attacking the forward, who's Nylander trying to play defense. A little inside, outside, inside, gets through the middle. Great poke check there, but look at Barkov. His focus is where that shot goes.
Now stop me if you've heard this before, but the Toronto Maple Leafs signed Mason Marchment as like an undrafted player. He was in the ECHL. They developed him. And right when he was ready to become a full-time NHL player, they traded him for Dennis Malgin, who played 8 games for them. And then there was the COVID shutdown. And that's it. That's it. But every aspect of this from Mason Marchment is ruthless. He knows Toronto has a defender deep. He knows he's going up against William Nylander, who is a very skilled player, but he's not a defenseman. Walks him like a dog, and in the process helps set up Sasha Barkov for an easy goal that gets them back into the game, a game that they would eventually win. That's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, what is something that I've been saying? Like, NHL players can do more than they've ever been able to. And I've also been saying that between the leg goals, they're just gonna become run-of-the-mill. Case in point, we already had one featured in this video. Here's Matt Boldy with number 2 off of a pass to himself.
Coming into the season, maybe him as much as anybody, the way he plays. As a shot by Fiala, good save, rebound swept wide, and again Boldy scores! Little trick shot by Boldy, took it off the backboards, put it in, and it's 2-0 Minnesota.
Solid rookie season continues. He's got his 15th through the legs, no less. Excuse me. It's just so common, we barely even recognize it. Carey gets a little bit out of sorts, but that's the right play to make.
Yeah.
You create the angle by going through your legs, and that's pretty slick.
Okay, pass to himself might have been a bit too kind. How about he missed a wide open net by a mile and then tapped in his own rebound between his legs? The players in this league are ridiculous, man. Even their mistake plays look like that. That's a hat pick. And the Wild, who remain underrated, continue here. Here's Kevin Fiala against the Nashville Predators. A little dipsy doodle.
Minnesota still threatening. Fiala.
zipping around the zone. A backhander score! Kevin Fiala has caught fire.
On his own, just dancing around. He's going to get the puck back right here. Just look at him changing his edge work there. Just what that does. And look at that cutback. And he gets a lot on that backhand. Goes back the other way over the pad of David Riddick. But watch this. And he cuts right in the middle. Beats Garland with that cutback move. And gets that middle of the ice.
Woo! What did they ever do to you? No, I'm serious. I want to... What did the Nashville Predators ever do? Oh, they traded him. I forgot about that. Oh, they're in Nashville, aren't they? Okay, fair enough. Kevin Fiala took every aspect of that. Every movement, every muscle fiber activated on that play, he took personally. Can I narrate it? I like to narrate. All right, I'm just gonna confiscate your ankles. Thank you very much. And yours too. And wah! Thought he could have got a little bit more creative than Wario impression at the end, but you get the point. That'd be a heck of a backhand on its own, but the moves that led up to it, oh, mwah, that's a hat pick. Players like making their old teams look silly. For our next hat pick, this goal has given me an existential crisis. This is Tyler Myers setting up Conor Garland. Just watch.
Miller puts on the brakes, gives it to Garland. He slides it to Larson. Miller. Myers open, centering pass, it's in the net. The Canucks score. They've tied it thanks to Conor Garland. It's 2-2 in the third period with the Canucks trying desperately to keep their playoff hopes alive.
We just showed you some Miller chances, and now a little cycle down low, and they just throw it towards the net. Sometimes that's all you have to do. What a play by Garland. I mean, he's behind the net.
My, oh my.
Oh, and he knocks it right out of the air. And that is a spectacular hand-eye play after Myers just threw it towards the area.
Okay, right? Yeah, it's kind of impressive. But I want you to look at the angle from behind Myers. Can we show the angle from behind Myers?
Behind the net.
My, oh my.
Oh, and he knocks it right out of the air.
Okay, so wait. Myers flings the puck into the air. Like this thing is, it's a sauce pass, right? Mid-air pass, and we think it's super cool because it worked. Sometimes I watch these plays and I'm like, okay, but what if it doesn't? Like if that puck doesn't connect with Conor Garland, where does the puck go? Into the corner? And the Flames take it the other way? Also, Conor Garland's flying in. How on earth does he know to receive that thing mid-air? Unless he can just read that quickly while skating full speed through a sea of bodies. And the reason this is giving me an existential crisis is, did they plan that? Did Tyler Myers and Conor Garland actually plan that? Because at that point, it's not so much that they pulled it off, it's that they thought to do it at all. Wow, what a goal. What a setup, too. That's a hat pick and a half, which is actually the name of Tyler Myers and Conor Garland's new sitcom. Get it? One's tall, one's not as tall. I'd say I've had better, but I haven't. Two more. Steven Stamkos becomes the Tampa Bay Lightning's all-time leading scorer, and he does it in the most Steven Stamkos way possible. No, not against the Leafs, a team that tried to sign him, although, yeah, no, it's perfect to some people. Power play, one-time bomb.
So with a 2-goal lead now on the power play. Holding his grounds was Shalgren. As Hedman has it straight away, sets up Kucherov. One-timer, score! There it is! Steven Stamkos is now the all-time points leader in Tampa Bay Lightning history. A one-time drive on the power play. He passes Marty St. Louis and stands alone in the Lightning record books.
It's actually a double milestone. Stamkos breaks the Lightning franchise record, and Nikita Kucherov gets his 600th career NHL point, all of which were with the Tampa Bay Lightning. By the way, Kucherov hit that 600-point mark this week, right? We're all agreed that happened within the last week, since the last Hat Picks video. And I look, and he's currently sitting at 609. He's an actual Halloween scary monster, man. Pretty funny that the guy who assisted on Steven Stamkos' record-breaking goal might be the guy to break it himself one day. But that goal, that record, is a hat pick. And last but certainly not least, Ryan Getzlaf, drafted in 2003. He's been at this for a while. He's retiring at the end of the season, and he gets an assist in his final NHL game.
Pakanainen turns it away. Every time Getzlaf touches the puck, they cheer. Here he comes. Great pass. Score! Henrique with the finish. Perhaps the final assist.
One final time, behind the back, around Justin Fall.
If you're gonna go out, you might as well go out in style. You know what? I don't care. I saw that the score was 6-2. This made it 6-3 with less than 3 minutes to play. I don't care. Give the fans what they want. Everyone in attendance will be able to say that they saw that play. They saw that assist. They saw that point. They saw that moment. You go to a game, you're cheering for your team. You want to see your team win. I'm sure sitting through the 6 Blues goals sucked. I don't know about you guys. I keep my ticket stubs, and I'm able to point at every single one of them, and I have a story from them all. I know if they won or lost, sure, it'll sting to remember the ones that they lost, but this one, that's a moment you'll remember forever if you're a Ducks fan. And what an assist, too. That's a hat pick. So, what'd you think of this week's edition of Steve's Hat Picks? Let me know in the comment box down below. But for now, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you liked this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell your friends. Hat Picks every Tuesday, and that includes